Still YouTube. Back with another video. Got the gang with me.
Great program.
Just finished the program. Park over here, you can't see it, but just know we got it in. But today I just, whatever comes to mind. But I think today I'll talk about how every journey begins with action. Just putting the time, energy, and effort in to be proactive about your dreams and, really go after what you want. And not say you're gonna do it, but actually do it. So, I got some other minds here to, chime in and say what they want to say about that. But, a dream don't work unless you do. You can have a dream, you can feel a dream, but ain't nothing gonna shake, ain't nothing gonna happen until you put in that work. As small as getting up in the morning and making your bed. Like, it seems so small, but when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, like, it's the compound effect. It compiles up. You waking up, you making your bed, you just doing the little things over time. That's gonna transcend into bigger things in the the snowball effect. It's momentum. Small, smart choices plus consistency plus time equals a radical difference.
I love that. I love when you say that. And like doing your dreams, following your dreams, like the dream is in the journey every day. Like the dream is in before you can reach the goal for real. Because you're always gonna reach another one, then unless you value the journey, you're not gonna have a dream alone.
It's a fact. Like J. Cole said, it's beauty in the struggle. Ain't nothing will ever be perfect, but you're gonna realize when you're moving just throughout life, things that you do right, things that you do wrong, and then it's just adding to the arsenal of life, adding to the arsenal of knowledge. Okay, boom, I did good this way. I messed up over here. All right, let me switch back, let me cycle back and move forward and push forward. It's life though. Ain't nothing ever gonna be perfect. Ain't nothing ever always gonna be good, but it's just about putting a consistent effort in and day out. And over time, you realizing the efforts, and then inevitably people realizing your efforts. Like for me, for example, with working out, like I see the efforts within myself, but over time, especially this year, people reaching out like, oh, I see you. But it's like, man, that should mean the world, because it's like, I see it. It's not that I'm seeking validation from others, but it's a cool, like, kudos to be, all right, bro, like, the work paying off. So
It's like a pat on the back. One thing I will say too, you don't see moms out here posting on the gram all the time, bro. You don't see the behind closed doors, you actually put in that work, and it's not fake. I put up over here, first workout with him, I'm over here dying, and in the middle of the workout, he said, oh, this is the one for real. We're about to get in for real now. So that's one thing I really admire and respect, is coming through and seeing his process. It's really true and real. Really doing this shit. It ain't just for the social, it's for the mental and spiritual being, as well as extending the lifestyle. That's a fact. Definitely not for the social media, bro. It's real life. That's the byproduct.
not at all, man. If y'all want to pull up and get that work, let me know. The reels is cool. It's minute 32 minutes, but that's because I got to shorten it up. Obviously, if I post the whole workout, it's going to be an hour and a half, 2 hours. We ain't going to do none of that. But nah, this ain't for show. This is real deal Holyfield.
We started with a 5K at
53 pace. I was like, yo, we gonna do a cool little jog. I'm like, we moving, and I'm like, they running. So I'm like, all right, shit, let's get it on. They pushing me, but them not even knowing. But I'm like, okay, like this setting the tone. So that's all it is. It's like you gotta be iron sharpen iron. So you gotta be around people who push you. You can't be around lackluster individuals. You can't be the only one who wanna be better and do better. Because then it's like, what are you around them for? What are you hanging around them for if you're not making each other better in everything you do? Like for example, we was over there programming. Boom, they tired, one more rep. That one more rep is pushing you. It's hard, but it's pushing you. Mental, physically, spiritually. This ain't for show for real. Like it's, if you know, you know. Like I really get it in. I'm not one to brag or boast, but it's like that program is real. Ain't nothing bigger than it. Ain't nothing bigger.
And that one more rep, it builds a new neural pathway in your brain that can manifest into any different part of your life. So you want more of this, one more that, a little more effort.
It's just about staying in, extending your life in all ways. You definitely physically, mentally, spiritually, like just doing things to prolong you and your dreams. Because when you on bullshit and when you telling yourself you're gonna do something and you don't do it, you're just holding yourself back. And in this life we got a time span, you know, you gotta be real, you gotta understand that. But it's also, you do got a life to live, a long life, but it's up to you to help prolong that and do the things to help you reach your dreams. And it's not gonna be easy. Life is like a roller coaster. You're gonna go 1,000 steps forward, 20,000 steps back, 50,000 steps forward,
It's like
10
the
steps
bonsai
back.
trees.
Exactly.
You're gonna grow out the ground. You're gonna reach a peak, go all the way down rock bottom, reach another peak, go rock bottom, and then always end up at the top. You just keep growing.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I seen something earlier today. This will be a whole nother video, but I just don't recall right now. But it was like, it said that the seed that you plant today, or so something along like the seed or the fruit that you plant today or seed that you plant today is not going to grow that fruit tomorrow. Essentially along the lines of like the work that you put in is not instantaneously going to show up the next day. It's about putting it in, nurturing that seed, nurturing whatever it is you want to do, and over time you're going to see that tree grow, you're going to see that flower grow. But it's just putting in that time, energy, and effort. It's like watering a plant. When you don't water a plant, it don't grow. But when you water a plant, it grows, it grows, it grows. You know, it's about input. What you get in, you put out.
And it feels like a bonus when you get the reward. It's like you can do it. It's like a future blessing.
That's a fact. You got to do it for yourself. You can't do it for nobody. You can't do it for a girl. You can't do it for a homie. If you don't want it for yourself, then why are you doing it? It's just like, it's your life to live at the end of the day. So like, if you're trying to impress somebody or do this or do that, you in it for the wrong reason. You're in it for the wrong reason. It's got to come from within. You got to be the one to be like, nah, I want to do this for myself. And if people take heed, if people take notice, cool. But don't rely on them to keep you going and keep you motivated. That's got to come from within. You got to be self-disciplined, self-motivated. And that shit hard. You feel me? I'm not saying every day is going to be good because even me, it's hard. Like some days, like, man, fuck, I ain't trying to work out. I ain't trying to do this, do that. But it's like, you got to do something though. You know, some days you may be in a slump, but you can't stay in that. You got to find ways to get you up out of that. Go out, get some sun, touch the earth, smoke some weed, do whatever it is you got to do. Read a book, talk to a loved one, but you know, just keep the program rolling, keep the program moving. And when you put that work day in, day out, week after week, day after day, month, years, you're going to see the results for sure.
I'll touch on one thing you said just now, but with surrounding yourself with the right people. When you're around the people that keeping you down or not on the same frequency as you, that's literally energy that's being taken away from you. I know everyone has that one homie that you always pushing them and telling them how you gotta be doing this, you're here, you feel me? I see the greatest in you. But if they're not putting those actions and putting that work towards it, at some point you gotta separate yourself. Because you're trying to give that energy, you put that same energy and time into chasing your own dreams. Becoming the best version of yourself. And sometimes it's the hard thing to do, but you gotta really look at who you're surrounding yourself with. That's why I'm so blessed to have the people I'm with today.
Nah, that's real. That's real. Because it's like you said, it's dead weight. That's dead energy. And when you got dead weight, dead energy, it's like, think about it metaphorically. It's just gonna hold you. Now I'm pretty sure everybody's been in that time where it's like, you know, just feel like you got the weight on your shoulders. Not physically, but it's just like whatever it is you're going through is just like holding you down. That's just dead weight. You gotta get that luggage off you. You gotta, and it could be your peoples, it could be a loved one, but you gotta love them from a distance if it's no good for you. And it's gonna be hard, you know, especially if that's somebody you really rock with, but it's life though. You got one life to live. You can't go up and try and bring your homie with you, and it's like you go up and it's like he bringing you down. That wanna elevate with you, sayonara, buddy. Like, it's love from afar, but I got dreams, goals, aspirations to chase. Me being around you, me being around negative energy is not gonna help you get to that point. And then when people see you on your grind, on your path, oh bro, like, like, I've been trying to get you on that. So, you know, it's about staying true to you, staying true to yourself. You surround yourself with like-minded individuals that want to see you grow, want to see you learn, want to see you do better, be better. Just putting in the work day in and day out. Like Nip said, the only difference between me and anybody else going through this is that I ain't quit, man. And that's something I tell myself every day because it's real. Like even if you look at his trajectory and just people around you, just people that you idol, you look at their trajectory, things that they went through in life. Everybody got hurdles, obstacles, but how bad do you want it? You can't let something stop you. And it's gonna be hard, you know, it's life obstacles, crazy things happen, but if you really want it, you're gonna find a way to push through and get to it. So surround yourself with people that you love, people that care about you, have the right mentals, stay active, stay fit, stay blessed. Just always find ways to elevate, grow, and learn. You know, in due time, you're gonna get to where you need to be.